Traveloko just over a year. I started after Thanksgiving in 2017. So about 3 months ago, I hit my year mark. I have a 2017 Volvo. It's red in color, got chicken lights. It's been very reliable. I keep up on the maintenance as good as I possibly can to try to get things knocked out before they come into, you know, bigger situations, bigger problems. And it was a little new experience getting started, but the support here is great. And I fit right in and just started hammering down and going places and making money that I never thought I'd be able to make. The possibilities are endless over here. That's my big thing, is money, because the more money I make and save, the more money I can keep to myself and achieve my goals. I brought home, after everything, 6 figures. Because I'm not afraid to go places that others aren't. I'm out here to make money. That's my specific goal. I don't limit the areas I run. As an OTR driver, that's over the road. I could be in Maine this week, California next week. I've seen, because I'm real big on preventive maintenance, so I try to catch things before they turn into a problem. And I've seen truckers out here that they're band-aiding, putting zip ties on their truck to get it fixed, and which that turns into causing other issues, making them bigger. Right. I try to pull out of that as much as possible, but because Traveloko keeps a maintenance account for me, so and I try to use that as much as possible, because that's what it's designed for. If it's -20 outside, I'm not going to crawl underneath there and grease the truck.
Right.
I'm going to pay somebody to do that. And it's usually 30, 40 bucks. And what I try to do is maximize my hours to where, and I'll, what I mean by that is, if I can park at a shipper or receiver, I'm going to park there. And I'm going to shower, you know, before or after. That way I can maximize my clock, get loaded or unloaded, and I'm on a 10-hour break. So they could take 2 or 3 hours, and it's not really a problem for me, because I know when I get empty or unloaded or loaded that, hey, I've got a fresh clock to run. I prefer to drive at night, and because you make better time and you don't have to worry about parking at a truck stop, because they're empty by the time I'm shutting down. Mm-hmm. The truck stops are emptying out. When you're out here, there are some runs to where you have to use the 11 hours to be able to get to the appointment times or whatever. So if a run's going to take me 3 days and I can split that evenly amongst in 3 days driving time, that's what I'm going to do. Because in the long run, I'm not burning all my hours out and thinking next week when I'm recapping. A lot of drivers don't think ahead that far. Mm-hmm. From my understanding, they think, okay, well, I've got to get here to here. I've got 11 hours to run. I'm going to run all them 11 hours. It's just stacking money away and working around personal things at home. Staying out here as long as possible and paying myself only so much. Whether I make $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, I put myself on a salary. Anything extra stays in the business account. I've got 2 kids, yes. I got an 11-year-old and a 5-year-old. They know I'm a truck driver, and they've seen inside of my truck, and that's pretty much it. They just want to, you know, come in, go play in the rooms, go play video games, and usually I try to take them, you know, to stuff like that when, you know, like, because there's a trampoline park in, the town next to me, so I try to do things with them while I'm in town. And try to figure things out in your personal life. And what I mean by that is, like this next month coming up, Mardi Gras, because I live in Louisiana. I'm a big Mardi Gras person. I'm part of a group down there. I'm taking the next probably the next 4 or 5 weekends off, and after that, I've got nothing going on in my personal life. There's no friends or family having birthdays, so I'm going to stay out for 3 or 4 months. I take time off to when I need it, and when I don't, I'm not afraid to stay out 2 or 3 months at a time, because and during those 2 or 3 months, there's nothing going on. I find my own little jets. But there's also a dispatcher that if I'm driving, he'll call me up, hey, I've got a load going from here to here, and I was like, my questions to him was, okay, how much and how many miles? Because I'll run wherever. And he'll tell me the miles, tell me how much. I'm like, no, could you get it for this much, and I'll do it. If not, this is my lowest, or what's your opinion on that? We work together as a team, but I'm the one that makes the final call on whatever the loads that he calls me with, or I get on my load board myself and find the loads that I want. Call the brokers up and get it booked and have it sent over to him, and he'll sign it. And there's one thing that I want to say, like, don't be afraid to run where you normally don't run. Get your feet wet and just jump into it, and have no fear. Do things out of the ordinary, and you'll build a name for yourself.
Traveloko, driving to the pulse of the American road.